Well, good morning. Today is Monday, June 19th. Boy, this month is going by fast. Beautiful. It's 67. It's supposed to go up to 77 today. It's not really swimming weather for me. I was hoping to be a little warmer because I wanted to get in the pool and kind of really vacuum it. I have an automatic vacuum, but sometimes you just got to get in with the hand vacuum to kind of scrub down certain areas. And there's a couple areas that really need to be scrubbed. So that'll be later on in the week. I had planned on going to Sebastian's All-Star game today, but they postponed it till tomorrow. So depending on how far away Sophia's game is, I might go to Sophia's game tonight. We'll have to see. Um, Other than that, I have no plans for today, really. I get home, I'll water my plants. It did rain a little bit the night before, but it didn't rain at all yesterday, so my hanging flowers definitely need to be watered. The pollen must be higher, the grass mold or something, because my allergies are starting to kick in this morning. But that's part of summer, and you got to put up with it. So I stayed on plan for the party. I really did. I had the nachos, but I counted them out for I think the 12 chips were 12 points. There were 6 points for 6 chips, so they're like a point apiece. Oh, there's a little birdie over there. And My hummingbird came back again last night. I know it's just the one lone hummingbird. I think this bird's just eating and then flying back to his flock and saying, I haven't found food yet, but I'm still looking. So he can keep it all for himself. Denise had a hummingbird at her feeder yesterday, but she didn't see it. Her husband and her brother-in-law saw it. So she missed out. So they're out there. They just have to feel safe enough to come, I guess. But anyway, and I had the half a cup of refried beans, and I had some cheese, and then the tomatoes and the olives and that. So I did pretty good. I really did. I had the slice of cake. I had some ice cream, but then I had fruit later on in the day, and so I stayed within plan. I really did. So yesterday, not so much. I came home from church with the greatest of intentions. Speaking of church, I got a story to tell you about church. But anyway, I came back with the greatest intentions and perfect shirt to have on today. And I had a salad and some cottage cheese for lunch. And then I got hungry a little bit later on and had a snack of popcorn with a glass of water. And then Denise called and she had made cheesy potatoes and baked beans, and so I went and had some of them. I had more than some, I had a lot. And then I had a brownie at her house. And then unfortunately found out that there was a slice of cake left from the party. So I had a slice of cake and some ice cream. And I had, with my cheesy potatoes and beans, I did have a can of cherry Pepsi. But in my defense, I did take 2 cans with me to the back TV room, but I only drank the 1 can. So I was kind of proud of the fact that I restrained myself from popping open that second can of pop. So back to church. There's this one man, I don't know if like when you go to your church services or your services, that even like Weight Watchers, I pretty much sit in the same seat. Like even when I went to class, if they didn't have assigned seating, you always pretty much sat in the same seat. So I sit in the same area, so I know people from sight. And there's this one man, I think he's like in his late 70s, maybe early 80s. And he's kind of frail anyhow, but he'd been missing from church for the longest time. And at first I just thought, well, he's just hitting another mass. But then he wasn't coming to mass, and then I thought, well, maybe he's moved. I was hoping for the best. And then I got to thinking, well, maybe he died, because, you never know when your ticket's going to be punched. So I thought he probably died, but I didn't know his name, so I couldn't check the notices at church to see if he had passed. And, I had mentioned to a couple people around me, I haven't seen him, and they go, yeah, we haven't seen him either, blah, 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 so whatever. So yesterday he was at church. I thought, oh my gosh, he's here. So I went up to him, and I said, I was just wondering where you were. I thought maybe you moved. I didn't want to tell him I thought he died. I said, oh, I thought you moved. And he says, no, I had an accident back in March. And I went, oh, well, we were missing you. And then he says, yeah, my wife is really ill. Well, I thought maybe he thought I was hitting on him, and I didn't want him to get that impression. And So I says, yeah, I noticed that you don't come with your wife. I don't come with my husband either. He doesn't go to church. He just sits home, so I have to do extra prayers for him. And he said, no, my wife has been sick. And I said, oh, I'm really sorry. And he said, well, she was part of the reason for my accident. And I said, oh, really? Is she hard to take care of? And he says, well, she has Alzheimer's and she doesn't know who I am, but I finally had to put her in a home because of my accident in March. And I went, oh, that's sad. Nobody could take care of her while you were recovering. And he says, well, no, I had to put her in a home because she shot me. And I went, she shocked you? And he says, no, she shot me. She shot me with a gun. Oh my gosh, she shot you. And he said, yeah, I came home one day and she didn't know who I was and she shot me. So he says, but I'm better now. I says, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. But he was even more frail, so it did really take a toll on him. But I was like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. So you'd wonder why he would have had guns around where she could have got them. But, I think that, I don't know. He probably had them out for protection and just didn't realize that she'd find it or know how to work it or whatever. So, but anyway, he's back at church. His wife's in a home. And he knows I'm married, so I'm not hitting on him, so I can still be friendly with him. Alrighty, I gotta go. It's beautiful. I'm kind of looking forward to this walk. I really am. I feel sluggish because I overate yesterday, but once I get my walk in, I'll be fine. I'll be good to go. Good to go, as they say. And stay on plan this week. I should be able to lose the pound I gained, because I gain a pound every Sunday, because no eating out this week. We're doing Sophia's birthday on Thursday, but I can hold it in. I can realm it in. There's not that much more time left in June, and I really would like to lose 10 pounds in the month of June. I know I'm kind of pushing my goal, but that's only 1.2 pounds, and so I know I can do it. I still got 11 days. I can do that in 11 days. I don't think that's too big of a goal. So, okay, let's go. Let's go for a walk. Squirrels are very few and far between in my neighborhood, so it's amazing to see a squirrel. I don't know why, but there he is. My old neighborhood, there were squirrels everywhere, but this is the first squirrel I've seen since last summer. Okay, I'm back. It's not too bad. It's a little warm, but not as bad as it's been in the past. So, gonna water my flowers. I just love that I have a squirrel. I don't know why. And even my shirt says, squirrel. He must have known I had this shirt on. Well, I lost track of the day completely. I've been outside working, and I didn't realize it was this late. I'm just starting to get hungry, but I'm really not that hungry, surprisingly enough. So there's my breakfast. And as always, I started my day with a prayer. I've drank 64 ounces of water so far. I've walked 8,125 steps. And my quote is, most people fail not because of a lack of desire, but a lack of commitment. I have commitment this time. So 2 for my egg, 3 for my bacon, 4 for my cheese, and 0 for my tea and water, the tomato, the berries, the peach, and the grapefruit and the banana. 9-point breakfast, 27 points left. Okay, it's dinner time. I'm going to have a salad and half a sandwich and some tea and water, and I'm going to try this Olive Garden, which I've not tried. I've had it before, rather. The Olive Garden Italian dressing. I have mustard on my sandwich for 0 points. My 1 slice of bread is 3 points that's a dark rye. I have the cheese, the provolone cheese, and a sprinkling of the cheddar cheese on my salad, so I counted it as 5. I have 2 ounces of Boar's Head smoked turkey breast for 1. Tomato and lettuce on my sandwich for 0. Olives on my salad for 1. A half a cup of cottage cheese for 3 points. 1 ounce of feta cheese for 3. My salad is 0. The 2 tablespoons of the Italian dressing is 0. And the tea and the water is 0. So it does taste just like the restaurant dressing. Well, that's it for today. Didn't do much. It rained most of the day, so I was kind of stuck in the house. I am reading a book. So far, it's pretty good so far. And that's about it. David had tacos for dinner. I'm just waiting for Jim to get home, and I'm going to watch a little bit of TV with him. So I will see you guys in the morning.